Have you ever walked into a 5-star hotel room and felt that feeling of absolute cleanliness, that fresh aroma, that shine on every surface? Have you ever wondered how they managed to keep everything impeccable, without a single speck of dust, without fingerprints on the windows, without that mess that seems inevitable at home? What few know is that luxury hotels have methods and tricks that guarantee a perfectly clean and orderly environment at all times. It's not just about cleaning more, but about cleaning better. In this video, I will reveal to you 5 secrets that luxury hotels use to keep their spaces impeccable. And the best of all is that you can apply them in your home without the need for expensive products or extra effort. Stay until the end, because the last trick will make your house look like new without you having to clean every day. When we clean our house, we usually think that we are doing a good job. We mop, dust, wash the dishes, but even so, that feeling of deep cleanliness lasts very little. The next day, the dust returns. Traces appear on the mirrors. The smells in the kitchen return. And without realizing it, we fall into an endless cycle of cleaning and messing. In luxury hotels, this problem does not exist. Each room is kept immaculate day after day, no matter how many guests pass through. How do they achieve it? The key is not in the number of times they clean, but in how they do it. They have an efficient system. They use specific techniques and apply small tricks that make a difference. Today, I'm going to reveal to you 5 secrets that 5-star hotels use to keep each space sparkling and tidy. They are simple but very effective strategies that you can start applying today in your home. You don't need more cleaning products or spend more time. You just need to learn how to clean like a pro. Before we continue, I want to ask you something quick. If this content is helping you, imagine how much more we can discover together to make your home look effortlessly impeccable. So, right now, subscribe to the channel. This way, you won't miss any new tips and you'll help me continue creating quality content for you. Now let's start with the first secret. Secret number 1, the order before cleanliness technique. One of the biggest mistakes when cleaning is starting without organizing first. In luxury hotels, never you will see an employee cleaning while things are out of place. Before touching a single cleaning product, the first thing they do is make sure everything is in its place. Why is this so important? Because cleaning a messy space is twice the work. If you mop but there are shoes on the floor, you have to move them, clean them, and then put them back. If you shake a table full of objects, you have to pick up each one, clean it, and put it back. All this makes the process slower and more exhausting. Professionals follow a simple rule: first tidy, then clean. And this is done in one step, without distractions. In hotels, employees don't waste time rearranging things one by one. They take a tray or container, place everything that doesn't belong on it, and then, when they're done cleaning, they spend a few seconds putting everything back in its place. How can you apply this at home? Before you start cleaning, spend 2 minutes to go around the room and put everything in its place. If there are objects out of place, put them in a box, and at the end, distribute them where they belong. You will notice that cleaning is much faster and more efficient. I remember when I started applying this trick. Before, I used to get frustrated spending hours cleaning and still feeling like my house didn't really look spotless. But when I changed my focus and started tidy before cleaning, everything changed. Suddenly, every room looked much more organized with half the effort. This is the first big secret of luxury hotels. Cleaning is only done after the space is in order. Don't waste time cleaning up the mess. If you apply this rule, you will notice the difference from day one. Now let's move on to the second secret, which will make cleaning your home much faster and more effective. Secret number 2, dry cleaning before wet cleaning. One of the most common mistakes when cleaning at home is starting with water or liquid products before having completely removed dust and surface dirt. This not only makes cleaning less effective, but also creates an additional problem. When dust and moisture mix, a type of sludge is formed that is more difficult to remove and on many surfaces leaves marks and residue. Luxury hotels never make this mistake. They follow a golden rule: dry clean first, then wet. Before using a damp mop or cloth, professionals remove all dust and loose dirt with specific tools. They use high-powered vacuums, microfiber brushes, and dust cloths to ensure each surface is completely free of debris before applying any liquid products. How can you apply this trick at home? It's simple. Before mopping the floor, vacuum or dry mop the floor to pick up dust and loose hair. Before wiping the furniture with a damp cloth, use a duster or a dry microfiber cloth to remove dust. Even in the bathroom, before cleaning with disinfectant products, wipe mirrors and surfaces with a dry cloth to prevent dust from mixing with moisture. I remember the first time I tried this method. In the past, when I cleaned furniture with a damp cloth, there were always marks left, and the dirt would spread instead of disappearing. But when I started dry cleaning first, I noticed that everything was brighter and without traces of stuck-on dirt. Plus, it took me less time because I didn't have to go over the surfaces multiple times. This is one of the best-kept secrets of luxury hotels. Dry cleaning before wet cleaning not only makes the process faster, but also leaves a spotless, streak-free finish. Now let's move on to the third secret, which will make the fragrance of your home last much longer, like in the rooms of the best hotels. Secret number 3. The layering trick for a house that always smells good. One of the aspects that impacts us the most when entering a luxury hotel is the aroma. It's not just a pleasant perfume. It's a feeling of freshness, cleanliness, and comfort that seems to envelop the entire space. And the most surprising thing is that this aroma remains constant, without being overwhelming or disappearing in a few hours. How do they achieve it? With a technique that in the hotel industry is known as layers of aroma. Contrary to what many think, hotels do not rely on aerosol air fresheners or automatic diffusers that release artificial fragrances from time to time. Instead, they create a scented environment through several subtle and natural layers of aroma, integrated into different elements of the space. The first layer is deep cleaning. There's no way for a space to smell good if there are bad odors hidden in carpets, upholstery, or drains. Therefore, before adding fragrances, hotels make sure to completely eliminate any source of bad odor with specific products. At home, you can do the same by regularly washing textiles like curtains, sofa covers, and rugs, and disinfecting problem areas like the trash can and drains. The second layer is the use of cleaning products with long-lasting fragrances. In hotels, the floors and furniture are not only cleaned, they are perfumed. They use detergents with mild aromas such as lavender, citrus, or vanilla that permeate the environment without being invasive. You can do the same by choosing products with fresh scents or adding a few drops of essential oils to your cleaning mix. The third layer is textile elements such as sheets, towels, and cushions. In hotels, they never smell musty or harsh chemicals. To achieve this, they use quality fabric softeners and spray them with a mixture of water and essential oils before placing them in the rooms. At home, you can make a homemade spray with distilled water and a few drops of your favorite essential oil to refresh your fabrics before receiving visitors or when making your bed in the morning. Finally, the final layer is the subtle touch in strategic points. Hotels place aromatic sachets in closets, scented candles in key corners, and reed diffusers in bathrooms to maintain an enveloping aroma without saturating the environment. You can replicate this at home by using lavender sachets in drawers, placing lemon slices in the trash to neutralize odors, or lighting a softly scented candle at the end of the day. I remember when I started applying this technique in my home. Before, I used aerosol air fresheners, but the effect was temporary and artificial. when I switched to the scent layering strategy, everything was transformed. Not only did my house smell better, but that fragrance lasted all day without needing to constantly reapply it. This is the secret of luxury hotels. They do not depend on a single source of aroma, but rather create an integrated olfactory experience in every corner. If you apply this technique at home, you will notice how the environment feels fresher, more welcoming, and sophisticated. Now let's move on to the secret room, which will change the way you clean your house and save you tons of time. Secret number 4, the top-down, inside-out rule. If you've ever felt like you spend hours cleaning and yet at the end of the day, your house doesn't really look spotless, you may be making a key mistake: the order in which you clean. Luxury hotels follow a strict rule. Everything is cleaned from top to bottom and inside out. It is not a minor detail. It is a system designed to optimize time and effort, ensuring that dirt does not return to already cleaned areas. The first principle of this rule is to always clean from top to bottom. Imagine that you start by mopping the floor and then decide to dust the furniture or wipe the shelves. What happens? All the dust you were removing falls to the floor, which means you would have to mop again. In hotels, this never happens. Lamps, shelves, pictures, and high surfaces are cleaned first. Then the tables, desks, and mid-height furniture. And finally, the floor. This way, the dirt follows a single downward path and no effort is wasted. The second principle is to clean from the inside out. This is especially true in large rooms and busy areas. If you start cleaning from the entrance and move towards the back of the room, every time you move, you will again dirty what you had already cleaned. Instead, hotels always start from the deepest area of the room and work their way toward the door, ensuring that clean areas remain intact until the end. How can you apply this technique at home? It's simple. Before you start cleaning, imagine that the dust and dirt should flow downward and out of the room. Start with high surfaces such as lamps and shelves. Next, clean the tables and mid-height furniture. Then, move on to the floor, first with a vacuum cleaner or broom, and finally with the mop. And always advance from the area furthest from the door to the exit. I remember when I tried this technique for the first time. Previously, I used to clean in sections in no specific order, which required me to go over the same areas several times. But when I started following the top-down, inside-out rule, everything changed. Cleaning became faster, more efficient, and the end result was much more professional. This is another of the great secrets of luxury hotels. They not only clean, but they do it in a strategic order that guarantees an impeccable finish without extra work. Now let's move on to the fifth and final secret, the one that will keep your house spotless for longer with as little effort as possible. Secret type 5. The 15 minutes a day rule to keep your house spotless effortlessly. Luxury hotels do not have staff cleaning rooms all day. In fact, the key to keeping your spaces spotless is not constant deep cleaning, but a system of fast and efficient daily maintenance. At home, we tend to fall into two extremes. Either we spend hours on exhaustive cleaning that leaves us exhausted, or we let the days go by until the clutter and dirt accumulate to the point of being overwhelming. But in hotels, this does not happen because they apply a simple but powerful rule. Small daily maintenance routines avoid heavy cleaning in the future. This strategy can be easily replicated at home with 15-minute-a-day rule. It's all about establishing a quick little cleaning routine that prevents clutter and dirt from building up. It is not necessary to clean the entire house every day, but rather focus on the areas that get the most dirty and spend a few minutes on them. How to apply it? It's simple. Each day, choose a specific task and focus on it for just 15 minutes. It might be cleaning the bathroom one day, vacuuming the floors the next, organizing the kitchen the next. By establishing small, consistent routines, you prevent dirt from building up, making deep cleaning less necessary and much easier when the time comes. I remember when I adopted this strategy at home. Before, I spent hours on the weekends cleaning because during the week I let the clutter accumulate. But when I started applying the 15-minute daily rule, everything changed. My house looked clean all the time without me having to put in any extra effort. And best of all, I was freed from the feeling of exhaustion after a deep cleanse. This is the last big secret of luxury hotels. They don't wait for dirt to accumulate. They maintain cleanliness with small daily actions, which makes the work minimal but the result impeccable. Now that you know these 5 secrets, let's see how you can apply them into your daily routine to transform the cleanliness of your home once and for all. Now you know the 5 secrets that luxury hotels use to keep their spaces impeccable day after day. It's no longer about cleaning more, but about cleaning better. Apply simple but effective strategies that allow you to always keep your home in order without unnecessary effort. First, you learn the importance of tidy before cleaning so as not to waste time moving things from one place to another. Then you discovered that dry cleaning before wet prevents marks and residue, leaving cleaner surfaces with less work. You also knew the trick of the layers of aroma, which makes your home smell amazing without relying on artificial air fresheners. Afterwards, you understood why professionals always follow the rule of clean from top to bottom and inside out, optimizing each movement. And finally, you took away the best advice of all, the 15-minute daily rule, which will prevent clutter and dirt from accumulating, effortlessly keeping your home spotless. Now I ask you a question. Which of these secrets are you going to apply first? Where are you going to start? Write it in the comments and tell me which trick you found most useful. And if you want to continue learning more techniques to keep your home clean, tidy, and with less effort, subscribe to the channel. Because this is just the beginning. See you in the next video.